Today we're talking about Tamagotchis. Why? Because I love them. However, I suspect most of you are here because you saw Turning Red and are interested in getting one. Then you looked online and you were like, holy smokes, there's a lot of different Tamagotchis to choose from. What one should I get? Now, I'm not going to directly answer that question for you. The aim of this video is to give you a basic overview of how Tamagotchis work and what to expect. In future videos, I will cover how each Tamagotchi plays, so you can kind of see if you're interested in that specific Tamagotchi. I'll only be covering the Tamagotchis I currently own, as some of them are a little expensive and I don't have them all. First up, what is a Tamagotchi? A Tamagotchi is a virtual pet that you need to take care of. The first Tamagotchi was released in Japan in 1996 by Bandai Namco. Over the years, Bandai has continued to release different models of Tamagotchi, adding various functionality and options for users. Here's a little trivia that might surprise you. Tamagotchis even have an anime. That's right, an anime. Not just a 12-episode anime, I'm talking multiple series and 200 episodes. Enough with the history lesson. If you're getting a Tamagotchi, it's important to note they require regular care. How regular, you ask? I usually find a couple minutes every hour that they are awake. When are they awake, you're probably wondering. It depends on the version and the life stage of the Tamagotchi. From experience, this can range from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's important to note that some versions have a babysitter or daycare option available. And in all versions, you can change the clock at any time. Now, what does changing the clock have to do with this? Well, you can essentially change the time to make your Tamagotchi go to sleep. And this is really handy for busier Tama parents so that they're not losing any stats while you're, say, at work because they're asleep. It might get a little funky with the dates because if it passes midnight, it'll change the date over, but you can change that as well. So it's no biggie, but it's something to note. You're probably curious about what care you'll be providing your Tamagotchi. Basically, it's just going to be feeding, playing, and cleaning up after your Tama. Some Tamas may also have some form of training or discipline that you need to provide as well. This can involve stuff like comforting them when they're sad, giving them a timeout when they're in a bad mood, or even playing a mini game to help them achieve their dream job. Now, let's talk about hardware. Majority of Tamagotchis are shaped like an egg and have 3 buttons. There are some exceptions to this depending on the version of Tamagotchi you are running. So you've got a Tamagotchi now and you don't know how to turn it on. So most Tamagotchis, if it's a newer one, you'll probably have to pull out a little thing that wakes it up. Some of them come with batteries and some of them don't. So that's an important thing to note. They do use batteries. There is an exception to this, which is the Tamagotchi Smart. However, the Tamagotchi Smart is only in Japanese, but it can be charged with like a similar kind of functionality to the phone charger. I don't have one, but that's my understanding, is it's like a phone charger. But like I said, it's only in Japanese, so it's probably not a great starting Tamagotchi unless you speak Japanese and can understand what it's saying. It's probably going to be a little confusing for your first Tama if you've not used one before. You won't know what the buttons usually do. So that's important to note. So the newer Tamagotchis, like the On and the Pix, run using 2 AAA batteries. From experience, there may be some other battery types used, but I find all the Tamagotchis that I have, apart from my On and my Pix, run using a CR2032 type of battery, which is a standard watch battery. Overall, I think Tamagotchis are a lot of fun and a great reminder to help you take regular breaks. As I said earlier in the video, I will be doing an in-depth look showing off all the features for all the Tamagotchis I own. So if you're interested in buying a Tamagotchi, but wanting to see exactly how they play, make sure to subscribe and check those out. I post a lot of other cool content too, so make sure to stick around for that as well. If you have any other questions, I will do my best to answer them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all next time.